Good morning, New Hope. We are right back into our life journal Jumpstarts with John chapter 7 and 8. And this is where it starts getting really interesting because tension is rising and tension is surrounding the person of Jesus. And he begins teaching at the Feast of Booths, and he's going to teach more at these festivals in the next few chapters. But Jesus is teaching, and this question comes of we have to decide who is Jesus. And 2,000 years have passed since the person of Jesus historically, and the same question rests in our hands today. Who is Jesus to us? Is he just a good teacher? Is he just a wise philosopher? Or is he truly God? And our answer, our decision will shape and transform our entire life. And this is what's happening here is Jesus is teaching. He does a teaching on him being rivers of living water, and he can satisfy the human heart. And all of a sudden division begins among the people. Some are saying this really is the prophet. Some are saying this is the Christ from Galilee. And all this controversy is starting to build around Jesus. Who really is this man from Nazareth? And conversations are flying everywhere surrounding Jesus. And we come to John chapter 8 with the woman caught in adultery, and Jesus once again is making this authoritative statement. And I love what he says. Jesus says this. He says, "Woman, where are they? Has no one condemned you?" And she said, "No one, Lord." And Jesus said, "Neither do I condemn you. Go and sin no more." Jesus has authority to forgive sin. He says, "I am the light of the world" in the following passage. And to really top it off and to really infuriate everyone, Jesus says, "Before Abraham was, I am." Now this was the icing on the cake for the religious leaders, and it infuriated them, and they in that moment try to pick up stones to kill Jesus. And Jesus is coming to this point where his teachings are becoming very radical and controversial, and people are having to make this decision of who really is Jesus. Because if he is God, I will put my trust in him and he will change my life. But if he isn't, then I'm not really too sure what to do. And people are still trying to make decisions, still trying to figure out, is Jesus who he says he is? And that's really the question we have for today, for ourselves, every single day. Is Jesus who he says he is? And I truly believe that he is, and that when we put our trust and our love and our life in his hands, that he shapes and transforms, and he is able to satisfy the human heart, and only he alone is able to do that. And so we're going to jump into the next passages tomorrow morning, but until then, you guys have a fantastic day, and we will see you tomorrow.